Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the MLG Pro League Season 3. Benson and Maven guiding you through this evening's action. And of course, so far, Denal versus Elevate, first game of the evening. Denal with a 1-0 lead. Now, Maeve, we're heading over towards a Skyrise Search and Destroy. New map in Season 3. I absolutely love it, Maeve. Now, you weren't necessarily an old school Call of Duty player, so did you ever play Skyrise?
Are you serious, bro? I played so many game battles back in the day. Yes, I played it a lot. All I can tell you now is
really?
It's a whole heck of a lot different with the exosuits.
Okay.
And everything on the map blows up.
You actually played this map back in the day?
Absolutely. I was one of the best snipers in all of Modern Warfare 2 history.
That's absolutely false, but now you're my new favorite person. And you're completely right. Something that we should talk about with new movement in this plays so differently. Sniping is going to be so key. You'll see players like Slack just try and use it for intel at the break. But no one go for cross snipes. That was a big part of Skyrise. You know, players immediately spawning, kind of run forward, look across, but no one really feeling.
I saw Pacento actually hit a collateral cross snipe.
Get out.
Yep, I think it was the first night that Matt and I casted. He had a collateral cross snipe.
How is that not a top 5 plays right there? Oh my lord, I just watched Saints destroy Temp.
Because I think we were on the player that got Snipe's point of view, not his. So they were running out and 2 got collaterals, but it was impressive stuff. But already here in a 2 versus 3, make it 1 versus 2, and Slasher last alive. He's going to get caught. And you know, see these players all hiding by these canisters, man. I'll tell you what, one of the first things I'd be looking to do is get rid of them off the map, as we saw. I think it was an ISO series where at least half of their deaths through like 4 rounds were from canisters.
It's funny you mentioned that because there are actually a couple of grenade spots if you throw straight up through the glass roof of spawn. Of course, you have to be careful you don't get sniped, but if you can survive that long, you can get rid of a lot of the main canisters. But of course, you know, if you head over towards that A bomb site and you get into a little bit of trouble, you try and dash down, you could potentially get caught there as well because there are a lot of mini canisters down below. So, as you mentioned, a lot of stuff on this map does explode. I feel more so than in the original map.
Yeah, no, it's been fun to watch though, because you'll just see players completely unaware of it at times, which you would think they've spent enough time with it. And again, I know it's only been a couple weeks, but just players completely caught aware, like dying 2 or 3 rounds in a row from the same canister, just starting to get used to this new map. Well, I should say new variation of this map.
I mean, it basically is a complete new map. There's Temp. There's a hit marker there with his grenade. Looks up towards the bomb site, but nobody home. The stun grenades are going to come flying in, and unfortunately, Temp going to drop, so it's looking good for Elevate. Look at Slasher, find himself up top 3. 2 versus 4, stuns are going to come in. He's going to get picked by Slack's sniper rifle. Hoop now in a 1 versus 4, able to clean up the first. No one else though. Elevate looking good so far in this search and destroy, Maeve.
Yeah, and Saints got a lot done there. I was actually watching him because he was 3-0. He was in the back. He eventually died from that last-ditch effort push from Hugh, but he got assist on the player up top. He got assist with stuns on both of the other players that got picked up as well. I think it was 3 out of the 4 he was able to pick up assists. So Saints doing a really good job being patient, putting down some covering fire with that battle early on.
Well, Elevate, as we said, leading 2-0. This is against an unbeaten Denal team so far.
Until today!
Until today, until Maven boldly went against everyone else in what could be a great decision or one which puts you quite far behind everyone else in terms
of
predictions.
I'll tell you what, I'm either going to get first place in this fantasy league or the pick'em, whatever you want to call it, or I'm going to get last by a mile. That is my goal.
I mean, I feel that's how you have to do it,
First or last. I don't want to be in the middle. The middle is for places like Mr. X and Chris Bucket. Ben, we will be on top and bottom. We will be the sandwich of the MLG caster.
I'm 100% down with that as Hook able to pick up the first play, gets up towards top 3, and it's nice to see players using top 3 a little bit more. In the first couple of games of Skyrise, we didn't see it utilized, but now seeing it pretty much every round so far in this game. On board with Slasher, he could just shoot the barrel at this point, decides to go against it. Slapped in a 1 versus 3. Elevate in complete control here, Maeve.
Well, it's funny to mention that because, yeah, in the first 2 days I casted, I didn't really see top 3 used whatsoever, really at all. Just a lot of flanks underground with sub players, a lot of battles. We usually see like one guy rocking a snipe for the most part, just trying to hit stuff on the cross, but it wasn't really getting used whatsoever. But we will see Classic here cleaning it up. That's a 3-0 lead for what team, Ben?
Elevate. Let him know, Maeve. Let him know. Although, which team is 1-0 down, Maeve?
You know what? That's just game 1 didn't really count. That was a warm-up game at a best of 5. The real feelings, emotions, the real try-heartedness does not come out until game number 2, and you're seeing my boys start to come alive.
And one of the big factors behind that is actually Temp sitting at 0-3.
I'm tweeting the whole team and tell them they got to win for me.
I'm sure they'll try a little bit extra hard for you, Maeve.
Yeah.
But Temp 0-3. He's been a huge factor in Search and Destroy for this Denial squad. He had, I think it was a 2.2 KD overall in Search and Destroy alone. And starting off 0-4 now is not looking good. Replays as well after a great performance in map number 1. Massively struggling at 0-3. Team left in another 2 versus 4, and Denial aren't careful. Elevate gonna shut this one out.
It's looking that way early on. So we've seen some crazy comebacks on this particular map already. I was watching Saints as he picked up one. I'm going to switch it over to replays. He's going to be the last one alive. He will have the snipe and the bomb. Gets a hit marker there.
That sucks.
But he's in a world of trouble. We'll see if they decide to push him out or just play the time right now, as they do have a big advantage without lockdown.
Oh, and replays is going to spot that sniper bullet from Slacked, unable to connect. Has to expect someone to come any second now behind him, but he's more than content to just wait. Flank comes in. Elevate with a 4-0 lead here in Search and Destroy Skyrise. They are blowing Denial out here in game number 2.
That's right. Blowing him out. We will see Apathy here. Flank around, pick up the final kill, and he is on a 6 streak. I'll tell you what, Ben, we're going to have to go live with him to start this one. See if he can continue this streak.
The streak is real.
Oh, streaking so hard.
Apathy.
All right, let's kick things off with that.
All right, gonna go over towards his bow as his trophy system double nade class. Managed to get out. Relatively uncontested, no sniper bullets raining down, but 4-0 for Elevate. I mean, Hitmarker comes in as well for Apathy from the first grenade. Denial seem to be taking a much more aggressive approach this round. You can see they've all flooded that helipad side, and Apathy, as soon as he peeks up here, will have a gunfight. I think he's gonna get shot from behind. Replays ends the 6 streak as well. Slack's gonna drop, as is Saints. Everyone falls now. Denial playing much more aggressive this round, and it's working, maybe.
Yeah, I'll take partial blame for that round. I believe Saints responded to a tweet. They were finally gonna fall, and I wanted to go on with Apathy as he was 6-0 and he got killed. So I take at least 50% blame for that round. I apologize.
So to all the Elevate fans out there, you know who to blame. Maven?
And for the Elevate fans at home, very, very, very sorry. But like you said, you did see Denial get a lot more aggressive. We'll see if they want to continue that even now, as they are going to be switching now. Taking a look here, who do you want to kick things off with, Ben?
I mean, I hate to do it, but Donut Cam seems relevant. Temp at 0-4, just really not getting anything going at all. And he's going to be extremely aggressive this round, pushing basically straight in, and one shot, playing for his life now. The problem is, of course, Elevate are going to know Denial being aggressive once again. Slack gets the explosive kill on Hoot. Classic picks up Slasher. 2 versus 4 now for Replays and Temp.
And Replays, he will be your bomb carrier. Temp, I thought he was able to pick up one before. Saints was going to drop him, but now Replays in a tough spot. He gets one. Shots coming in. He's going to be pinched there from both sides. They're not able to get it down. Now, you kind of hope when you're going to have Temp, who's typically your much slower AR player, when he's going to put on his Pumas there and boost, just sprint across the map with that sub, you expect him to take some fire. Hopefully there's someone there to trade the kill, to help pick up the kill when he's taking the shots, but it just didn't seem like he had any cover there remotely. It was either he was going to get into the building, able to get a flank on, or he was dead. Yeah,
it was a pretty tough spot for him to be in, but 5-1 now the score for Elevate. Classic leads the charge for them. Massive performance from him, 8-3. Saints at 5-3 and Apathy at 6-2 as well. 1 round away from tying up the series here at 1-1, and we both talked about it in map number 1. Game 5, if Elevate can be this dominant in Search and Destroy, Denial could be in a little bit of trouble this evening, Maven.
Yeah, it all comes down to winning your S&Ds. Obviously, hardpoint has become much more important since we've added a second, but Game 5 is still going to be your S&D, and this is one where we think it could be going to Game 5. Now, is there a lot to take from this map in S&D since it's relatively new? Yes and no, but I think your teams that play a little more aggressive, maybe learn a little bit quicker, are going to have an advantage here through the first couple of weeks.
Looking at Classic on your screen with the bomb. Him and Apathy in that 2 versus 3. Classic trying to make something happen over towards the B side. Apathy on top helipad. Has Replays and Hook over towards the A side. Drops down. Everyone being extremely cautious. Apathy's going to drop. Classic now 1v3. And this Maven is Denial's round to throw away, and they're not going to do so. 5-2 now. Are we potentially about to see a fantastic comeback here, Maeve?
No, Ben. No, we are not.
I think that would be a final nail in the coffin, so to speak.
I would stop casting and go home. You'd be solo casting for like 4 hours.
All right, well, let's hope that doesn't happen then, because it's going to be a long night for me.
Please don't make me beg one of the interns to come cast with me.
Please don't make me do it, Maeve. Don't leave me,
All
Maeve.
right.
Don't leave me.
Well, round number 8. Ben, I'll tell you what. I'm kicking things off with Slasher. That's who I'm going to be watching.
Okay, all right, Slasher.
And the man with the glowy gun. But we will see
with the glowy gun.
Play this one out. Looks like left side, they're going to have 2 pushing to get pretty aggressive. And that was shots coming into a teammate right away. I believe that was Temp that was taking fire. Temp's going to play underneath to mid-map, and he's going to watch a teammate, I guess, come in. I thought it was one from Denial coming in to take out Classic, but that was actually from Slack. And that could end up really costing Elevate.
Oh, potential loss of composure here this round, but kills being traded mid-map. Now a 2 versus 2. Slasher still watching that A roadside. Sees a player mid-map. Stun's going to come in. Slasher left 1 versus 2. Despite the team kill, Elevate still pick up the win.
That's got to feel good, because that's one of those things, especially when a team's starting to come back a little bit on you, Ben. You were already alluding to the fact that it might happen now. Might get a little bit of muster there and bring it back. To have the first blood be a team kill like that can end up being, it can be really devastating. Just for a couple rounds moving forward, but they're able to close it out, thankfully. Take it 6-2.
I mean, that is a huge performance from Elevate, bouncing back after a very close map number 1 loss. Saints top of the team.
There we go, Elevate!
I like it. I like it.
It was me clapping by myself in an office, getting pumped up for Elevate.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta get a little bit pumped up. Give the team some support. For now, though, we're gonna head over to a quick commercial break. When we return, we're jumping into map number 3.